Um, hey everyone, I hope you can hear me. Can you hear me? I know it's an impromptu. I'm not going to hold anyone up. I'm going to continue on with Charlie and Donna's jail calls. Hello. Sorry. I thought I was sharing the screen. It went wacky. No problem. This is from the channel called Phone Calls from Prison.
This video contains 4 calls between Charlie Adelson and his mother Donna one day after Charlie's conviction. The last call in this video is what got Donna in trouble. You will hear Donna keep talking after Charlie disconnects.
Hey Emily Hahn, good to see you.
Hey guys.
Florida Gulf
Hi,
Coast.
did Dan get there yet or not yet?
Yeah, I spoke to Dan.
Okay. You're still there, right? They haven't moved you yet. Or come to see you.
They haven't moved yet. I spoke to Sergeant and said, talk to the chief. See if he can get me out to my other pod to get out of the room. So it's like I can't. At least I can see out through the window before. The window of my cell. There is just mirrored glass.
Sky Troop, it's always good to see you. Thank you so much. I hope you and the missus are enjoying Wyoming. Thank you, Florida Gulf Coast, for being here. And thank you, Emily. Emily, I'm so happy. I'm so happy that you're here. You always catch the lives afterwards, which I appreciate, but I'm glad that you're here right now. Hey, Cat Ride. And Skytroop, please tell the missus I adore her. Okay, I'm going to continue with these two delusional freakazoids. This is the third phone calls from prison playlist, okay? But we are not even at midday on 11/7, meaning the second day after. It's less than 24 hours at this point that Charlie was convicted. Let's listen to these Delulus. I call them Delulus. Delusional Adelson crime family couple. couple at this point because it's Donna and Charlie. And Donna, no, Charlie still doesn't know. He still does not know that you set him up. Charlie still does not know that he was a sacrificial lamb.
Nothing in that regard that Dan could help you with, right? You have to do that yourself in there.
Yeah, they're just gonna move me when they have me here for how long in the observation, I guess.
Do they keep you 24 hours in there? Is that what they're doing?
Oh yeah, you don't come out of yourself.
No. I mean, do you need to stay there for 24 hours in that cell before they would let you out, or no?
I don't know. I mean, I've been in here since.
Donna is gathering information about what happens after arrest. Donna is gathering information. Good to see you, everyone. Thank you.
6 o'clock last night,
Yeah.
whatever they put in there.
Left this morning.
But it's,
Yeah.
yeah, listen, it's gonna be, obviously I've got a tremendous amount of regret. And I trust in my gut to do a lot of things. That would, I just.
I know. Hold on one second. Let me. Are you off the phone? You are. Okay. Charlie just called again. Yeah. Just doing some business stuff.
Yeah.
So anyway, listen.
Dan was very nice. He stayed with me a long time. I literally, from the time I hung up with you, probably within 3 or 4 minutes, I was up talking to him till just now. So I wanted to ask 40 minutes.
Probably. Let me see when I got off with you before. Called at 8:44. We're on an hour. 8:44. Yeah, we were on an hour and 5 minutes. So yeah, he came right after us then. Yeah. Right after you spoke to us, he was coming.
Yeah.
I'm sure he filled you in on some things that were interesting.
And hey, hey, thank you, Angela Grace. I remember you back in the day on AA Legal Focus's channel. Thank you. And John Smith, of course. Thank you for being here. Yes. Dan knew she was a bad person and he wanted to protect his boys. Yes, Dan Markel knew. He knew not only Donna, but also Wendy was bad news. That's my opinion. Poor, and I say poor, I'm meaning like, how diabolical Dan Markel did not know how this Adelson crime family was.
Right? Possible?
Yeah. I mean, it's like, you got to understand something, Mark. The amount of publicity that this case has gotten is worldwide. It's the bloggers, it's the media, it's wherever this case goes, it's going to have such a non-normal case. It's just not. It's not going to get treated like a normal case. And he said the judge pretty much let us get everything in the case and wanted to get in. It's not really much to appeal. As far as we should try just for the sake of trying.
Okay, so we learned earlier calls, past, day and a half or whatever it was, but Dan Rashbaum had already told Charlie, don't even spend the money on the appellate court. They don't know what they're doing. Charlie was played a fool.
But
in my opinion, based on these calls, he has no clue whatsoever that he got played like a sacrificial lamb for his mama and Wendy. Disgusting. And okay, so remember, after Donna's trial ended and Ruth Markel gave her victim impact statement, she totally slammed Donna Adelson for bringing in her son to commit a murder. And I still think that Wendy was behind Donna in that. Okay, I'm not trying to give Charlie sympathy, but Charlie, you're a fool. Your mother and your sister played you 100%. Dan Rashbaum was never hired to protect you or defend you. He was hired to defend this evil-looking woman, Donna, and her precious daughter, Wendy. Wendy with an I. That's my opinion based on the evidence.
Yeah, they're like you gotta try, because if you don't try, you don't know.
Right.
And the appeal is with judges, you know. But there's judges that are going to be judging a judge, and he pretty much let us get everything in. Like he really wasn't. He didn't make any rulings that we're going to come back at, you know. You know, I think
it's appealed to judges. It doesn't get tried again. It doesn't get shown to a jury. It's just to the judges, and they don't hear the case.
Yeah.
They review what happened.
They review what happened, and if something was done improper, you could get a new trial technically. And listen, Dan wasn't sitting there telling me like this judge fucked up here, he screwed up here. I mean, it's like you tried just because you got to say you did everything you could.
Right.
But he told me not to. You know, he knows resources aren't what the state says they are. So he's like, you don't want to deplete the money that you have saved up for Roman on your appeals. You know, like, because you can only appeal like
certain reasons you can appeal. Yeah, I guess.
So there's only so much you can appeal. The things have to be.
Whoa, wait a second. Dan Rashbaum said, don't spend your money that you've set aside for Roman to combat your appeal. Y'all, what is happening here?
You've done wrong to appeal. And they said, you know, you got to do it just to give it a shot. And they're going to look into the other couple little things.
Right, so that issue, okay.
You know, and then, listen, if the appeals can take a year and a half, around about a year and a half to be heard, maybe 2 years. So
to look into other things then in the meantime. Let's see what happens.
we're looking at other things, but in the meantime, I need to figure out what I'm doing with a couple things,
Okay.
and figure out what I'm doing with Buddy.
Right.
I'm gonna call Mike Ferrari up and have to pick up the last boat. I just wish I wasn't in such a good mood on Sunday. It's been a whirlwind emotion. Can't even, just shock.
We all felt the way you did on Sunday. But that's
What's
okay.
that?
I said we all felt the way you did on Sunday. We were all looking forward to Monday.
Like, I fully, like I said 50 times, I just wish I was my gut instinct and didn't look at the fucking people. Because this was not a real case.
Okay. Whoa. Okay, I'm so sorry I'm laughing. I'm laughing at these delusional freakazoids of folks. Donna's like, we were all looking forward to Monday. Monday you were going to get out. Okay, whoa. Monday, 11/6 is when, in the very morning, in court, Georgia provides her closing statement. Rashbaum provides his closing statement. Come on. It was a done deal. Charlie was never leaving incarceration. How is it that 1 million Americans and or other countries watched the trial, and Donna and Harvey, remember, they did not show up to Charlie's trial. They watched it hold up in Annie and Ronnie's home in Sarasota, which is the west coast of Florida. Charlie never watched the first 3 trials before you were tried, and they all think he's going home. Oh my God. Denial is not only a river in Egypt, but Delulu. Delulu should be, I don't know, what is it? Like a island in the Pacific? I don't know.
This was Dan Simpson. He said, listen, when we were doing jury selection, I realized, like, this was going to be tough. Yeah. He said, when he saw the amount of people that were coming in with knowledge of the case and saying they couldn't be fair, he said, I had to trust that the people who were saying they had knowledge of the case and could be fair weren't lying to me.
You had no option. You had no option.
I mean, you shouldn't have a case where people.
What knowledge of the case? Your defense attorney produced no defense whatsoever. You all have to remind me. Who were the defense witnesses? Wasn't it just Kristen Adamson? Okay, I have Adelson fatigue, but who were the defense witnesses? Rashbaum.
People know about the cases, they're about the judge, but they already have an opinion. You know, like that guy Josh Stevens said, like, where in your brain are you going to put your opinion that you just stated when you come in to deliberate? Like you just said, you had an opinion on this case. It was like a good question. He goes, you know, you have an opinion on this case. Tell me where in your brain are you going to put that opinion that it's not going to affect how you can judge this man? And then some people would say, well, you know, it's a good point. I don't think I can take it out of my brain. I think it can still be in there, and I'll still be thinking about it while I'm deliberating. Okay, well, you're off the jury.
Yeah.
But what about the person who comes in and goes, you know what, I can totally block out, I can definitely, whatever preconceived notion I have from the judge, I can totally listen to the judge's instructions, block out any preconceived notion I have, and treat this young man fairly. Okay, you're a liar, but you make it to the next one.
Yeah.
And then that's what we had. So he's like, I don't think I fully trust the people that we had, that they were telling me the truth.
I know. You said that.
Whereas, like, if you have a normal case that goes before the court, and like, it's just a normal case where people show up for jury duty and they get sent to a courtroom and they get sent for jury selection and they hear the prosecution and they hear the defense and they go ahead and they have an idea of what happened. or reasonable doubt, that's like how it's done. But this was like Georgia Cappleman's whole career rested on taking me down.
No, I got
You know what I mean?
there. Hello, I gotta stop you there, Charlie. You know nothing about Georgia Cappleman. Georgia Cappleman has been prosecuting bad people for at least 2 decades before your trial. She prosecuted Gary Michael Hilton, a serial killer, the last person to get the death penalty in Leon County. But nope, dude. Nope. Georgia Cappleman, she was so much more experienced before your dumbass trial. Ugh. Excuse my language, folks. I'm sorry. Charlie, I mean, I kind of feel bad for him. I really don't like to sympathize with murderers. However, I feel bad for him. He did not know crap about all of the evidence before his trial.
I know what you mean.
Like her whole career. I mean, trust me, you don't think she knew on Friday?
No, it was never Georgia's whole career. Georgia had a whole career, right? Like a whole child. If you guys watch police videos of things, but no, Georgia had a whole career before she prosecuted you. Charles J. Adelson. Georgia had a whole career before you're behind. Just saying.
That I held up well under cross?
Yeah, she knew. There was a lot of talk, and a lot of information. She knew that.
She didn't. Everybody was saying, like Bree was saying, like all these people were talking that never were talking before, and they were
right.
They were really like going ahead and they were really changing sides. And holy shit, she went to work, and I'm sure she had a bunch of people helping her. And she fucking came out with the closing of her lifetime and made a movie. She made a 2-hour movie.
Yeah.
You know, she even was able to manipulate stuff and be like, you even heard his own sister say this. You heard his own sister say that.
Yeah, that's like she said.
Okay. Okay, wait a second. I will agree with Charlie on this. Yes. Georgia came out with the closing of a lifetime. That's so true. Hey, John Smith. Hey, Jenny. Hey, Blue River. Hey, Sky Troopers, Mr. and Mrs. You both know I adore you. Hey, Florida Gulf Coast. Hello. Catnip Farms. Hello, Emily. I'm trying to go through and say hello to everyone who's been here. I only get a couple people when I do a live stream, so I try to make sure that I'm saying hello to everyone. If I missed you, I'm going back through. If I missed saying hello to you, I want to let you know, thank you so much for being here. Emily, did I mention you or not? It's fine. Okay. We're going to keep going. But Charlie, no. Georgia had prosecuted many other perpetrators before your South Florida periodontist dumbass.
It's in context.
No, out of context. You know, these things aren't said on an island. It's said as part of a conversation or a response or trying to prove a point or like you cut and paste sentences. You could make anything look like something it's not.
Yeah, that's right. That's what she did, and that's what she got away with.
So she's allowed to. That she has 2 hours. You know, when she was done with those 2 hours, I sat there.
Georgia didn't get away with crapola. Georgia provided a clean, succinct closing to convict you, Charlie. At this point in time, it's over 11 years. I'm sorry, 9 years of evidence. She used the evidence to convict you, buddy-o. This is not rocket science.
I remember looking at Kate, and I go, this is not good. I don't know how you felt when you got done seeing her 2 hours, but I was like, this is not good.
Yeah. I wasn't so concerned with that after I heard Dan. I was just upset after she got the final word.
Hey, coercive control is a crime. Yes. Yeah. That is what has been happening for the past, what is it, like 20 hours? Because I think he starts his bitching and moaning sessions, if you will, after he's convicted around like 3 or 4 o'clock in the evening after conviction. Charlie is so mad. He's so mad that Georgia had his number. Georgia's calling him out on his bullshit. Like, he thought he could memorize transcripts and Dolce Vita and wiretap transcripts and be able to argue all evidence against him. Nope, you couldn't. You couldn't, Charlie. And then Donna, meanwhile, she's packing for Vietnam and placating his immature ass. Excuse my French, yes, but she's placating his immature ass.
That was the problem.
Well, she basically, anything that he said in that first, in his rebuttal, anything she said, anything point he made, she just torpedoed. You know?
You know what she did?
So it was, well, I hate to say it, but it's fucking exactly what I anticipated out there. It's exactly what I anticipated.
Yeah.
And even worse. I mean, look, I'm sitting in a jail cell. Some guy's been incarcerated since 2008. Goes to a man from 20 feet away. And he's been in prison since 2008.
Yeah.
So just listen. It's kind of part of my problem right now is that my mind is totally focused and thinking about a totally different direction than where I'm sitting right now.
Okay, 100%, John Smith. I'm old enough to remember the fry pan. They cracked the egg. This is your, well, they showed you the uncracked egg prior to cracking it. This is your brain. Crack, throw into the fry pan. This is your brain on drugs. Like, yes. I mean, that's some Gen X shit. You all know what we're talking about. This is why I say Katie McBanawa's brain is damaged. She was on high dosage of Xannies, a lot of weed. Catherine is never gonna give an inkling of information. Even if Catherine knows, she doesn't know that she knows because she's a burnout. She's a burnout. Oh, yeah. Yes. CB McDye says, yes. Any questions? Exactly. This is your brain. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions? And I kind of think that Michael Jordan did those commercials as well. Oh, Steph girl, love you. Love you, Steph. Thank you so much for being here. Leslie B, I did not see you come in, but you know how I love you. I love you. But yeah, it's I mean, Charlie and Donna are I mean, come on. If it was not about the murder of Dan Markel, this crap would be comical. It would be used in comedy, like stand-up comedy classes, which I did take a college class in stand-up comedy at the University of South Florida. Just saying. I know how ranting and raving about a serious issue and then you finding the humor in it produces stand-up comedy material. This is exactly what is happening with Donna and her son Charlie.
I know you were. Not what we expected.
Well, I hate to say it, but it's kind of what you guys were foolishly optimistic for a long time. And I was.
Wait, okay, wait, I missed that. I gotta go back 10 seconds. Yes, I see you. CB McDye. Michael Jordan certainly does say, stop it, get some help. I mean, there's clips out there about him. Yes, you're right. But re-listen to Charlie here.
Foolishly optimistic.
I was foolishly optimistic. Okay. Please, someone download these jail calls. Send it to Charlie in South Dakota in a thumb drive. Has his appellate attorney done that for him? Flip on your sister, buddy-o. She framed your ass.
For a long time.
In my opinion.
And I was looking at me going, what's wrong with him? I remember how many times everyone would look at me and be like, what's wrong with him? Yeah.
I mean, okay, just to be honest, I mean, this is how dumb Charlie is. He is not even hooting and hollering and screaming his own defense. Why is he not saying, I was extorted. Katie got the money out of me. I didn't know that it happened. I'm innocent. We do not hear that. Okay, we are not even 24 hours in these jail calls, and there's 100 hours after this. Charlie is not saying, I'm innocent. Katie extorted me. They killed Dan to get money out of me. I mean, we're not hearing a word of that.
I literally, I mean, it's almost like I'm the only one who saw it.
We saw what was being done all along, and everyone had hopes because what we had on our side were facts. They did not have facts.
Yeah.
They had Tallahassee stuff that they had.
Listen, I'm just saying, I'm talking about not what I was up hearing about Tallahassee. I'm talking about when I can't believe it. I was up here a year and a half. I've been up here over a year and a half of my life already.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I looked at myself with the paper, I looked at myself in the mirror. Now this is like actually the first time I have like a real mirror. Dude, I don't look the same anymore. I was nothing like that photo they put up the court.
No.
Looks like a different person. I look like ash white.
You've had no outdoor time. Of course you're white. Everybody understood that. That's not the point.
No, I know. You know, having a kid that's 5 day outside, literally, honestly, that is the only thing that fucking tears my heart apart.
I know.
That is the only thing. Like, outside of that, like, you know, outside of that, I can pretty much handle just about anything else.
I know.
I
know you too.
Because I see, like, I know the dad and I wanted to be with him. I know I wanted to play ball with him. I know I wanted to do stuff with him. I wanted to, like I'm a successful guy. We've always had fun with him. I was taking him places. We've been, like, best friends. I was looking forward to, like, a life and having a son. And, like it's gonna stop, dude. I mean, I don't know how else to say it, but, like, it's going to be mental torture sitting in prison watching you grow up on the outside. And the only time we'll see me is to come to prison to see that. And then I'll be tight with him, I'll talk to him, but it's going to be mental torture.
Okay. Oh, goodness gracious. The irony, Charlie. Talking about what you're going to miss with your son. Okay, do you not realize what you did? You orchestrated the murder of Dan Markel, who will never, ever, ever have experiences with his sons. they were 3 3/4 and 4, almost 5, when you paid people to gun him down. Ben and Lincoln will never have experiences with their father after 7/18 of 2014. Like, Charlie is, well, he's a fucktard. Excuse my language, people. Okay, I'm so sorry if you're offended by my language. But Charlie is so stupid. He did this for his mama's approval and to relieve his little damsel in distress sister's woes, her woes. She was stressed. Danny coming after her. Wait. Come on now. Charlie, listen to yourself, sir. Dr. Adelson, as Georgia wants to call him. I apologize for yelling, folks, and also cussing. Okay, we're going to keep going with these 2 sociopaths, in my opinion.
That's the portion probably more for me. Anyway, you won't remember any difference. So always just remember that. Like, it's literally the definition of mental torture. Like, I don't know. This is I'm just telling you all. It's like hitting me, and you're right. I don't want him to have bubbles for that reason.
No.
I can only imagine if, like, his only memory from childhood is having bubbles with me and having photos of me, him and bubbles. And what is he, 5 now? Bubbles is 3. He lives another 7 years.
Okay, Jenny, I'm gonna address this real quick. Yeah, Jenny said we get spicy wifey today. You're right. I mean, just like everyone else in society, I have good days, bad days. No, yes, you're right. I'm spicy wifey today. I'm not cooking spicy food for dinner. Just FYI to the hubby, if you're listening, it's not spicy food. And a couple of days ago, I was in a rare mood coming off my vacay. There are times that I will speak slowly. If it's late at night, I probably had a couple White Claws during my last live stream, but it is what it is. So, yes, spicy wifey today. I was talking to Leslie B. And even also Patty's Playhouse. I'm like, I have Adelson fatigue. I'm so done right now. I go through these spurts over time because I've been following the information for 12 years. Like, I go through spurts where I kind of get done. Like, I have to unplug from YouTube. I have to go watch mindless craziness. I mean, I don't know. Sometimes it's Love Island or whatever. Like something trashy on TV that's mindless. But yeah, no, spicy wifey. Thanks, Jenny. Thanks, Jenny. Yeah, I think I might be spicy wifey today.
So he'll be 12 years old, and the only thing that he has to remember his dad by dies when he's 12. That'll be great. That'll look good. That'll be like a piece of me being with him, because it would be like, The one thing that the two of us used and did together and had fun with and played with, that here's videos of is gonna die when he's 12. Like that's the worst thing I can do. Like this is I just gotta get out of the cell. If I get out of the cell, I'll be better.
Yes, they just have to get you out of there, I know.
I just can't fucking believe it. Like I can believe it, but it's like, you know, I talked to Dan about a bunch of different things, and he's just like, Charlie, you've been convicted. You are convicted. Unless you get a new trial, you're convicted. There's no other way. That's sort of like it all hits me. It's like, holy shit. Like, that's what I don't think anybody realized when they were fucking giving me their advice. I don't care who it is, who gives you fucking advice. You gotta just do what's right for yourself. You know, and not do what your gut tells you. Like Charlie, you're gonna go crazy, thinking like that, talking like that. Like, man, I can't help it. Like, it's fine. I feel good when I'm talking to him. But he has to know, like, he's actually like, looking at it. He's like, hey, give me 5 more minutes, give me 10 more minutes. Like, he gave me his time. But it's like,
No, I know they do.
it's very,
Can't believe it's reality either. We just can't believe it.
so what?
This is what happened. But there's no out of this. I can't believe this.
It's a new trial. 2 ways out. A new trial or another way.
Okay, so it does not help Charlie to hear you whimpering and crying, Donna. I mean, Charlie is also in his own mental turmoil, right? We haven't even got to the part yet where he starts ranting and raving for days on time about the evidence. Like, Charlie has been sentenced. Well, he's been found guilty, not sentenced yet. But they all know it's LWOP, life without the possibility of parole. And 30 plus 30, whether that's 30 plus 60 or 30 plus 30, it doesn't matter yet. But, Donna, you whimpering hooker, stop it. Stop. She has to make sure that Charlie is distracted because she is planning her escape to Vietnam. She also has to make sure that Charlie thinks that Daniel Rashbaum was the best of the best. The best of the best. He did so great. He also gave Charlie a 95% score on his testimony or his on the stand. Like, they were not watching the same trial as the rest of America and or other countries on YouTube. Charlie, your mom played you, sir, Dr. Adelson. Your mom played you like a fiddle, and your dumbass took the bait.
Do that. I mean, I don't want guys getting sick.
Charlie. You're fine.
Well,
You'll get out of that cell. You'll feel a little bit better. You'll get your head going. You'll start thinking. You'll start telling us things, and we'll follow through with whatever you tell us, or you tell us.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. No, I'll start to do that. Like, honestly, just take care of yourself as long as you can. It's not like I'm going to count on Wendy coming in that often. She's got a busy life. Bree said that she will come and visit me whenever she can with Roman. She's like, I will always make a point of bringing Roman to see you. So I'm hoping I can get contact with him. I don't want to be doing, holding the phone up to blast in the booth. Like,
Nope. Yeah.
I've also heard that fortunately when people come and visit you and leave. So I don't even so I do want to see people. Cool people, of course. But holy shit. It really is. Bree's like, listen, I'm always going to be there for you. I'm always going to bring Roman to see you. He's going to know he's your dad. You're his dad. She's like, I'm never going to change his name. And I'm like, the jury has spoken. Holy shit. It was exactly, as Dan said, he knew when we were taking the jury, he knew this was going to be a problem. That's what he said to me. He said, when we were taking the jury, he whispered to me, he's like, this jury consultant is the best money you've spent on the case about hiring me.
Yeah, that's right.
He's like, without the jury consultant and sorting through everybody and talking to them and getting to a point where they were like, but the 2-hour movie that Georgia put together, she dumbed it all down for y'all. Like, she put the big Tallahassee accent on for everybody.
Okay, your $1 or $2 million jury consultant, Josh Dubin, was worthless here in Tallahassee. Okay. It didn't work, hon.
My buddy Jimmy didn't live past 40. Harvey died at 43. Anthony died at 38. Buddy just died at age 71. It's it's still alive. It's just gonna be a different version. I just gotta. Dan said that he's going to work on getting me someplace where I could be in protective management. Maybe get me in a facility. I don't want to be closed custody where it's like, they put you in a cell and you can come out 20 minutes a day by yourself.
Okay. Almost. Well, it's over 2.5 years later. You're still in protective custody, Charlie. You're still in protective custody, bud. Single cell. No contact with other inmates. That's why we all saw you arrive back in the back of the prison van transporting him. And he was so happy to see a person, meaning the correctional officers. He's like, hey, remember? And then he scarfed up the Wendy's, like licking the chicken nugget bowl sauce little thing. It was gross. It's gross. But Charlie really hasn't had a lot of other human contact since he's been incarcerated. You are in protective custody. You have been. That's why you were moved out of the state of Florida.
So,
No,
like, oh, look,
that's not it.
no, there's actually prisons that have either areas or groups that are like general pop, but there are people that have to be protected.
Right.
So you're not in with the whole general.
I hope so. I hope so, Angela. I hope so. I hope that they have downloaded all of these jail calls for Charlie to listen to himself. I hope so. I mean, I don't really know how all that works, but I hope so. I mean, if Ufferman, okay, this is just my opinion. I mean, I am not an attorney, but if I was an appellate attorney, I would be gathering all information from my client's trial that got him convicted that would lend toward him thinking that he should not have been convicted, aka these jail calls. Again, I'm not an attorney, but I hope Ufferman had Charlie listen to himself. Charlie is very convincing. He just doesn't hear himself when he's talking. He needs to re-listen to himself. That's my opinion.
Population. Oh yeah, no, I don't think they wouldn't want the publicity anyway if they did that.
The same reason they didn't want to have a problem with you here. So no, they're not going to look for that. They know that.
No, but they could also do, if I don't have someone get on it, they can also do what they did to me here, or they put you in for 5 months of solitary. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, look at the bright side. At least, hopefully, I get someplace where I can get outside. I can get visitors. You know, I don't get outside, and I don't get visitors here.
No. No, I know that.
It's just very surreal. All kind of hitting me, and it's like putting me in this fucking box. I'm in right now is not the best thing for the mentally. I wish I could take advantage of something, you know, and just relax.
I know. I know. It's going to feel like a long day until they get you out of there. So, yeah.
It's so counterproductive.
Can you listen to something can you listen to any music or?
I can listen to a little music, but it's, I can't get my mind to like just calm down. Like, you don't understand. It's like
No, I do.
It's like a hamster wheel. Going. It's just like.
I know. Listen, if you, Dad could talk a little later if you call back. You just can't talk right now. Okay?
Is that sitting with you now?
You could talk now.
I can talk to Charlie. Anytime, Charlie. Anytime. You can call anytime. Just trying to get stuff.
Okay, maybe I'm confused, but the entire whimpering mom stuff on these calls, how is that beneficial to Charlie's mental health? I mean, maybe I'm just the dumb one, but if I ever called my mom, okay, my mom's been passed away for a couple of decades, but if if I ever called my mom in a situation where I was upset, she would not have been using, I don't know, like whimpering and crying noises against me. It's almost emotionally abusive. Is anyone else picking up on that? It's weird. Like my mom would have been stoic, whether it was an arrest or a breakup or I mean whatever it was. Before my mom passed away, I would be calling her for verbal and emotional support. She would not have been whimpering on the phone. This is so weird. Charlie, you were played for a fool, in my opinion.
Range.
No, I know you gotta take care of a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. Gotta work on stuff.
Don't listen. That one thing is take care of yourself.
Yeah, I will take care of it.
I need you to be able to come and visit me.
We will.
We will, of course.
We will.
We will.
It's gonna be, listen, it's gonna be in a month, it'll probably be like maybe 2.5 months from now. Probably by January, y'all can come and visit me.
Whenever it is, whenever we find out, that's when we'll be there.
We'll be there.
Yeah, I'll keep you posted with everything, but I'm fine, I'm gonna stay strong. I just need to
Do you have any idea when they're gonna come today?
No, he doesn't know.
You don't know.
no, I don't. I'm going to give Janice a call and talk to her for a few minutes.
Yeah.
But that's just, I know we got to figure out stuff with the house and all that stuff.
There's a lot to do. Are you going to talk to her about the dog?
Well, yeah, I know she's going to talk to me about, like, what are we doing with the house?
Yeah.
I don't want to put together because I don't have an idea of what we're doing with the house.
We'll take care of it, but not immediately. There's too many other things to take care of.
Yeah, no. I mean, that's why it's like, why? Listen, until she's moving out of the house, technically it doesn't need to be dealt with the dog.
That's right.
Yeah. At some point, I think you got two choices: is one is either to rent it or sell it. But that's entirely your call. What you want to do with it.
Okay. Rent it or sell it, and then the other place where there's another showing today on rent. So the preference now has changed. Obviously, the preference was to rent before. The preference is not to rent anymore.
The caller has hung up.
Hey.
I knew you didn't hang up on us.
All right.
But all right. We're going to get back to work.
Okay, just an FYI to everyone. Janice gets kicked out of the Tortuga home within 3 weeks of this call. I'm just letting you know. Janice, who is taking Bubbles, Buddy, Bubble. I don't even know what dog it is at this point, Buddies or Bubbles. Whoever Janice has been taking care of in regards to the dog of Charlie's and also taking care of the Tortuga home. Janice is kicked out within 3 weeks of this call, within 2 weeks of Donna's arrest. She's booted to the curb, dog and all. Okay? Just letting you all know.
A ton of stuff that we have to do, calls, papers, everything to take care of, and we're going to do all of that and over the next few days. But we're getting started on it and contacting people that we have to. So once we get all of this done, you'll probably feel better too, because you'll know that things are right and Roman is good and all the things that have to be taken care of, so you will be. But in the meantime,
You're doing like a trust for Roman?
I have to contact the attorney to take care of some changes. Yes, I have to take care of things for Roman.
Oh my God. Oh. Oh, fuck. Right. Thank you.
Just take care of yourself. Just take care of yourself.
Please take care of yourself.
Call anytime
Sorry.
and let us. If you
I'm
call
sorry.
this number and I'm on a call that I can't.
Okay, I'm so sorry. The two, I have to laugh at this. No, I don't know if Janice got dog support. I'm pretty sure the answer is no. No. Yeah, okay, thank you, Michelle. It's Bubbles. Like Buddy Bubbles Enzo. I mean, there's so much dog talk. It might actually be code for something. Who knows? Okay, thank you. Mrs. Skytrip says, I don't think that my mother would have accepted a collect call from prison, even from us kids. Okay, yeah, no, we kind of had the same mom. My mom would not have either. No, my mom might have like marched down to the jail or the prison to beat my ass. I'm just okay. Maybe not for everybody, but I mean, I'm a Gen Xer. You got out of line, you had your ass whipped. I'm just saying. And no, I do not practice that type of parenting. Which sometimes I wonder. I wonder if the reason why sometimes my kiddos are bratty is because they've never had their ass whipped. Just saying, okay? It's not meaning that I'm going to do it. I'm just saying. It's an entire different generation, okay? Yeah, I mean, okay, so without a spanking, my mom used to threaten to knock us into next week, and we actually believed her. Is anyone from the South whose parents said, I'll knock you into next week, and you actually believe them? I mean, I'm one of those. I'm one of those folks. Yeah. Angela Grace is like so funny. Thirsty? Yeah, you drink out of the hose. Well, okay, so sometimes the water spigot that was attached to the house didn't even have a hose on it. So you'd have to like put your mouth underneath the spigot to get the hot water coming out. I'm just saying. It's only about a 15-year age range of Gen Xers, but I mean, we can still get from point A to point B to point C and point D without our cell phones. Just saying. This guy, my dad used to tell me he brought me into this world and he could take me out. I mean, that's kind of what they told us. I taught you better. Okay, so another thing is, okay, and I always said, like, I will never say this, but I do find myself saying this. My mom, like, if we questioned her, she'd be like, because I said so. And yes, there's been a few times in my mommyhood, parentalhood, where I've said, it's because I said so. Because, I mean, at that point in time, I really didn't have an explanation. I'm like, it's because I said so. Was something that seemed legitimate, in my opinion. CB McDye says, small town, I got caught buying alcohol. I was 17. My dad had them put me in the drunk tank. Oh, no. Oh, Lordy have mercy. Okay. They did. but weren't technically allowed to. I was the only one there, and my dad came pretty quickly. Yeah. Okay, so, well, this is something that I learned many years ago. As a minor, even under 10 years old, you can go into a jail cell for up to 4 hours without your parents' knowledge. Okay, Leslie said yes because I said so. And okay, I just have to say, I always said I will never say because I said so, but nope, I've used it. I've used it in desperation because I had no reply at the time for whatever reason. Michelle DiMattei says, my mom would stop speaking to me. I'm also Gen X. Just found out, Taterbug. Hang on, sorry. I had to let the golden retriever in real quick. Okay, I just found out Taterbug and I are the same age. I'm older by 6 days. Her birthday was yesterday. We both just turned the big 60. Oh wow, Michelle. Okay, so I mean I'm Charlie's age, guys. I'm gonna be the big 50. Oh yeah, Leslie B says Gen X rules. I mean I kind of agree. No offense to any other generations. However, we know what life was like before computers. Like, yeah, okay, Mrs. Skytrip, that makes me feel better. She definitely said I told my kids because I said so. Yeah, and I kind of never really wanted to be that mom. Okay, I also became a mom very late. I mean, my kids are alphas. That makes me scary. I mean, that makes me scared for them. Jenny says, I like Sarah Boone drinking from the water spigot. Oh my God. Jenny, that is hilarious. Well, it kind of shows, like, Sarah Boone's Gen X. She's like, I'm out here, I'm dehydrated, I've been drunk all night, I killed my man, zipped him up in a suitcase, and I need some water. Let me get to that spigot. Florida Gulf Coast says to Mrs. Skytrip, I bought my son a shirt that said Wooden Spoon Survivor. He's 30. Yeah. Wooden spoon. Oh my God, the wooden spoon was like always a threat. Always a threat. Michelle says, I think all kids need a good swat. That's the problem. We've had healthy fear of our parents. Okay, yes. I mean, okay, so I watched some of these like body cam footage videos, and like kids are not even afraid of the police, and they're acting all kinds of ways. And I'm like, oh my God, like I would be so respectful to the police in any certain situation, because I knew when I got home, like the parents were going to be the ones that gave me my biggest punishment. 50 is nifty. Okay, yes. Oh Lordy, I'm 40. I remember when I was in college, I worked at audiovisual, and like we had a party for my boss, and the party was, oh Lordy, she's 40, right? Yeah, that's been a minute, a long time ago. Yeah, Papa Bear fear. Okay, I'm going to get back to these too. Also, I think it's okay. I think I might have smeared some peppermint oil in my eye. It's fine.
And get off. Just wait 15 minutes and call again, okay?
Yeah, no, don't pick up. I'll wait 15 minutes. Just,
Yeah.
listen, I love you.
I'll call my number.
I love you guys a lot, and I'm sorry for you calling me like this. Like, it's not been a better place to do one that.
Love you
Love you,
too.
Charlie.
Take some deep breaths, okay, honey? Please. Please.
All right, guys. Well, I'll stay strong. I'll call you a little bit later, okay?
Please. Thanks, Charlie.
All right. I love you guys.
Love you, Charlie. I always
All right.
Please.
Love you. Bye.
The caller has hung up.
Hey, honey.
Hey.
Hi.
How are you?
Sorry, the call just, I'm fine. The call just didn't go through. I kept saying.
Yeah, no. No, I knew that.
You do? Okay. So tell me where you are.
I'm still in the same,
Oh,
still in the same cell. They took me out to meet with Dan earlier. I met with Dan I talked to you after I met with him, right?
right. Yes, you did.
All right.
Oh, yeah, we spoke twice after that, but you said, you were hoping somebody was supposed to come by and then a nurse or somebody to check you
Yeah,
out.
a psychologist came by, spoke to me. I'm like, she's like, okay, when I go back to my office, I'll write the report. And then hopefully by tomorrow.
Okay,
Yeah,
well, at
just
least
like-
that's new. I didn't know that person came by, so that's at least one step in the right direction. So she has to write a report that you're okay and you can go back.
Yeah.
I thought you said there was somebody else that had to, I don't know, a chief or somebody you said had to.
Yeah, sorry. I missed the last 30 seconds of what you said before I shut down.
Oh, okay. I said, I thought you also said something about a chief that had to come by.
Yeah, the chief.
Charlie, if you're talking, I'm not here.
Okay, wait. This is so funny. Okay. It's Chief Mack. Chief Mack is head of the Leon County Jail. Remember, after Donna gets arrested, and then Marisol Descalzo is in Tallahassee, when Donna gets transported back here, Donna ends up meeting Chief Mack, but they're talking about contacting the chief. Okay, Donna at this point in time knows that the quote unquote chief is like, the upper management of the jail, the upper management of the hotel, right? The hotel that's providing Charlie scrubs, not Charlie jail uniform, right? So, yeah, here's where they start talking about Chief Mack.
Charlie, if you're talking, I'm not hearing. Honey, if you're talking, I'm hearing nothing. Charlie, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Charlie? You can't hear me. Damn it. Hey, honey.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No, last thing I heard was you said, and the chief, and then it just went down.
He was supposed to fly. He's the same guy who always said he was going to call Dan back when I first got here. Never called him back. But Chief Mack, he's the chief of the whole jail, would come by and check me out.
So
he
has not been there yet.
He has not, but the psychologist, PhD, whatever she is,
Yeah.
she came by, and I said, listen, I'm fine. I'm getting claustrophobic. Like,
Sure.
I'm used to looking outside of a window, inches out into the pod, and this is like mirror. You're sitting in like a
block.
Like a same type cell that I had before, but I could look out the window into the pod. Here, it's like a box.
Yeah.
So you can't see. It's a mirror. They can see in and you can't see out.
Is it any help?
Like-
Can Dan get this guy to come sooner? Would that be of any
Oh,
help?
God, she's back runs the fucking gym. I don't care about where it calls.
Yeah.
Right, it'll come slower.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure the psychologist thought you were fine, so it's just a matter of waiting for that and waiting for the chief.
Yeah, she says we're going to work, and then, it's slow, and then maybe tomorrow, I got 33% left on my phone, and
Oh, well,
2:50 in the afternoon. And, it's okay, because once it hits the 15%, if you switch the little battery saver on, and then I can probably get that. But it's like, you just isolate. Like, I'm used to being able to talk to
Yeah.
people, move around,
of course.
chat at myself. It's like,
Yeah.
you're doing the complete opposite of what I would need to have done
Right.
in this situation.
I know. All right. It sounds like if it's not today, they'll do it tomorrow, but hopefully today. But they're not in a rush, Charlie. You're in a rush. They're not in a rush.
And I just like, it's bad enough all this happened, and now I'm like taken out of my normal surroundings and like
I know.
put into like a solitary. I mean, I get why they do it, but this is like, it's trust me, it's a bed on like a plastic box. I rolled up my mattress upstairs and brought it down here, and it's just my bed sitting in my box,
Mhm.
like a 3 feet by 6 foot box, put on the ground in the center of the room, where I'm used to walking back and forth in the middle of the pod. Now I just like walk up and then around the bed and then back. And it's like,
And it's the same story with like they'll shut off the phones at 4 and not till 6:30 back on. Is that everywhere?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Hold on. Let me just checking in. Okay, there's Bree just checking in with me. Okay.
I talked to Dan.
Yeah.
Okay. I see everybody's comments. Okay, I just have to say, right now is like heat index 95 and tally. Okay, I'm not complaining because it's gonna be 111, 112 in the next few weeks. Okay, but whenever I pause, like I run into my house because I'm always live streaming outside. Okay, but I run into my house and I wet my tank top and then put it back on. It just is like a cooling mechanism. I do that when I'm gardening, etc. But yes, Leslie said. I think Leslie said. Yeah, Leslie said Chief Mac came to court. He's a big dude. Yeah, Chief Mac is never involved in any of this hoopla, if you will, in regards to just any given inmate. He got involved because of Donna and Mary Saul Descalzo. Remember, she came to Tallahassee when Donna was having her first appearance, and she made a fool of herself. They made fools of themselves. Like, okay. Okay, I'll get off my soapbox. I'll move on with the two Delulus. Remember, I'm calling them Delulus. Delusional. Oh, ooh. Evil Donna face. And delusional Charlie, sacrificial lamb. Your mom and your sister played your ass like a fiddle.
Then
He's like, and he's working hard. He's still in Tallahassee. I thought he had left. thing here yesterday, I guess, to write up. You
Yeah.
know, so whatever it is, if they open up an inquiry, they ask the judge,
Okay,
you know,
good.
the investigation, you know, he said, listen, it may be the kind of thing
Yeah.
that 9 months from now, the juror writes something stupid on a blog and they
Okay, Leslie, I just have to post this because Leslie, yes, Leslie's comment is explicit. I have been reluctant, even though I talk in code, if you will, on my live streams about what's happening. But no, Leslie's comment is 100% accurate in regards to the area of the jail that Charlie is in after his conviction. Yes, blood and shit on the walls and the ceilings. It's the mental health ward. Once you are sentenced to life in, well, you're found guilty of a first-degree murder charge, okay? Charlie is not sentenced yet. However, that conviction, everyone knows what the sentence will be. Charlie gets shipped to the mental health section of the jail. The first day, I covered that at this point, might be like a week ago, whatever. But the phone calls from prison playlist, if you start from the beginning, you will hear someone hooting, like wailing in the background. That is a person in the same section of the jail who is having a mental health episode. Like, yeah, I mean, that's what's happening. That's what happens when you're convicted of murder.
investigate and they find out, like, and then they find out something and they're able to open it and then it could possibly lead to an appeal. You know, I basically got the judge let a lot of stuff in to the case. And he did that because he didn't want there to be an appeal. You know, the harder the judge rules, I guess there's more appellate issues that can come up. Like if that guy, Hankerson or whatever, you know, I guess the harder the judge rules on the issues during the trial, the more likely there is to have an appellate issue. If the judge is in favor of the defendant, the more likely there is to have an appellate issue.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
So my general feeling, this is just my feeling, I'm not a lawyer, but my feeling is that he ruled, if anything, he gave us the benefit of the doubt because he didn't want there to be an appellate issue.
Yeah. Is that what Dan thinks?
Well, I mean, he made that comment today that the judge ruled in our favor a number of times. You know, he let him bring stuff in. And I either said it or I heard it, that he meant it that there's not going to be, let things say that we're not wrong. I mean, you have to either say that the judge did something, but then give you your due process. You know, because you didn't do anything improper, like, what's your reason for wanting to do trial?
If there was an appeal, would it have to be in Tallahassee, or can you move it? Because I don't understand why they wouldn't let you move the venue. I don't. It was blatantly, I mean, look, I have, I didn't say this to you before I picked up the phone, but there's a lot of things that we have to do, and we've got a very tight time frame. So one of them involves taking care of some things for Roman, taking care of some things through Steinberg. Dad's been on the phone all day, and Susan was nice enough when I called her. She said, I'm going to gather everything up and I'm going to drive down. So she and Rick got here about, I don't know, 10 minutes before you called so that she could work with us because we've got a couple of hours of stuff to take care of for Roman. So working on that, and just a lot, but you're going to be okay. You're going to get out of that stupid room. Once you do, you'll start to feel a little bit better. I know that. And when I have something that I do need to tell you, I'll speak to Dan. Okay? So, and then I'll let you know what time to call him. Can you hear me, Charlie? Shit. You can't hear me again, right? Charlie? Charlie, can you hear me? Can you hear me? I'm sorry. The fourth time that they cut the line each time. You have to pay for every minute, but they keep charging every time you reconnect. They say that doesn't happen. But it's that he's in this room that they haven't moved. So the psychologist, they want to make sure he doesn't kill himself. So the psychologist finally came, and he said to her, "If you leave me here, I'll kill myself. There's no light, no nothing. I'm in a cement block. Let me go back to myself and see where I am. Let me, please don't leave me here." And spoke to him for a little bit. And she said, "No, you're perfectly fine. I know that. I just have to go back and, I've got a few of these reports I have to write. Once I get those written and then submit them and then get them approved, you'll be able to go back." So he thought he was going back in an hour, but that she better get that thing done because I'll lose my mind in here. It's all spirit on the inside. All you see is yourself. The lights never shut off, day or night. The fluorescent lights, he says, are on all night. He said, "I just want to go back where I was. At least I know people. I can see people. He says, here, I'm in a box." So he's just... What? I'm sure he'll call back or just keep getting disconnected. I didn't even know if he was drinking. He was buying Coke. I ordered nothing. So on my shoulders. Because we're on a very tight time. Because I could have what? But I don't want to. What I want to do. But probably not ready. I think would be a nice way to just leave you alone and say goodbye. I am not your myself. And so return the thing he didn't do. I can't push it. I'm not that strong. And I also know how he is a year ahead. His body and everything just slowly started to deteriorate. I'm old. I have a life. We had a great marriage. Happy, we traveled, we lived good. I really am not unhappy. And I'm more than willing to just say goodbye and let me lie down. It doesn't painful. I just want to go to sleep. We bought our cemetery property a couple months ago. We're good. I'm good. But went into this weekend because I said something that made her feel like I had enough and I'm not going to watch. If it's going to go well, I know what I need to do. So when it came up on Saturday. Now, you know something was wrong because we lived here 9 years. Yeah. She's never once just come over and said, I need to talk to you.
Okay. I know we're about to get into it, but you guys, listen to what's happening right before this. Listen to what Harvey is telling Donna. Okay, this is before the entire quote unquote mic drop stuff that Donna says, okay, we've had a good life. We can take pills, go to sleep, like flee to Vietnam. Okay. But listen to what's happening.
Something was wrong because we lived here 9 years.
I'm gonna actually rewind it another 10 seconds. She's talking about like we've lived here for 9 years. They've been taking care of the boys. Oh, I'm so sorry. Let me close that. Okay. Let's hear it. Let's hear this.
I went into this weekend because I said something that made her feel like I had enough, and I'm not going to watch it.
Okay, so Wendy was there this past weekend. And apparently Donna said something to Wendy that said, oh, I've had enough. Okay, let's keep going.
If the trial doesn't go well, I know what I need to do. Now, you know something was wrong because we lived here 9 years. She's never once just come over and said, I need to talk to you.
Okay, so Donna says, we've lived here for 9 years. Wendy has never said, I need to come over and talk to you. That means Wendy has said that in the past day or two, and that is alerting Donna and Harvey. Wendy has never made those statements to Donna and Harvey, but Wendy has recently, well, in the past less than 24 hours, okay?
I'm sure. Probably. Sexual
She sat down on the couch right there. I was sitting here, and she didn't say, look, Mom, this is a horrible time for all of us. Charlie's on trial for his life. We're all aggravated. But if this is what you're thinking, just sat there, and she said, listen, you're suicidal. I'm going to take correction. So I said, I'm not suicidal. I'm fine. Will we see the boys tomorrow night? Yes, we said Sunday night. Yeah. Good. Now, am I suicidal? No. Do I want to go to sleep and not see my son? I do. Perfectly honest, I do. And we'll do it together. We'll do it together. Leave a note. I'll know when to come and get us. And we'll do it together. The boys. Look, got to make a decision at some point. So after speaking to Dan this morning and knowing what they're thinking up there, I don't know if we'll make it out in time. I really don't. But Dan said, you might, or you might do all of this, get to the airport, and they'll stop. And that could happen. It could happen. I don't know, but it's worth a try. I've tried and tried and tried. I don't know what I'm doing. I've lost it, but I don't know what I'm doing. And we have to let that stuff alone and so that we'll argue with that.
What do you think? How is it more to be done?
With stipulations as to who's in charge and
Okay. So, side note at this point in time, which is the worst possible time ever to have a side note. But oh my gosh, I have a neighbor trying to burn something. Like, we are under an anti-burn law ban because of the wind. Okay. I mean, not any of you guys' problems, but burning smoke type, fire pit crap coming into my yard. I'm so sorry.
got to burn bells in a truck and get his things to onion under and the truck
one of the trustee and guardian. Guardian would be a witness. Then the trustee on 30 just somebody would be watching. Yeah, well, we want someone to take care of it. Guardian of the person. So, I would make some effort to respond after this call. If she would do that, I could sit here with you and say, Wendy, would you do that? But I can't because there was some. So, do you tell her that I could call George?
Oh, yes, thank you. Thank you, Patricia Burns. Yes, I mean, I have. Yeah, I have like the text. Yeah, it's so odd right now. Not something that has been happening all summer whatsoever around here. What the F-U-C-K? Excuse my language, but yeah, I just got like smoke in my eyes. I'm like, what the hell? Heck. Sorry, keeping going on with these two delusionals.
No, I'm good.
I don't know how to get in touch with her. So I said, let me ask George. So I said, George, I can't get in touch with her. And she told me my lawyer to call her lawyer if it's about the case. And I wrote back, it's not about the case. I have at least sure. When I said, I just got off with Charlie, he's worried about you. He wants to know what, because I said, yeah, we know you never ask anything about your brother, and she doesn't, and she told me it's because her lawyer said she shouldn't ask.
Unfortunately,
we found out it's not true, but we just got off the phone with him.
My attorney said no, and he asked her attorney. Her attorney said,
I never told her that.
but I've never confronted them.
No.
I don't want to.
So I wrote this last night. We know you never ask anything about your brother. This is 8 o'clock last night. But we just got off the phone with him, and the first thing he asked was, how's Wendy holding up? I didn't have the heart to tell him that you never called us or asked about him. I just said, we weren't up to phone calls right now. Everyone looks to protect you. I bet you've got a lot to think about. But then she didn't answer. But then I got another call from Charlie night, and I said, just got off the phone with Charlie. He's worried about you. He wants to know why we didn't speak. I told him a lie. I said, we're only speaking with you and Dan right now. I couldn't bear to tell him the truth. Your sister never even called us, is the truth. So she says this morning, I thought she'd be racing over here last night. Yeah. Dear Mom, I know you are upset by the verdict, but the anger directed at me is not justified. I don't know how much anger is. We don't. I'm not responsible in any way for Charlie's situation. I am not guilty because I did not do anything wrong, and I was not involved in any way with Danny's death. Here she was. When I was interviewed by the police and testified in court, I told the truth as I was required to do. I cannot control how the prosecutor used my statement at Charlie's trial. Again, I didn't say that. Also, as you know, my lawyer has advised me not to talk to my family or anyone else about this case. No, about the case, which is true. We've never done it. I followed his advice despite your disagreements with this guidance. Please do not text me about this case anymore. Not about the case, is it? Not what I said. About her brother. And that he wants, how are you, Wendy? How's my sister holding up? Yeah. If you have anything further to say about the case.
Okay. So, Donna is so upset by this gaslighting Wendy text message. I will keep going on. I do have local authorities coming here in regards to, yard fires. Okay, my house is on like 3-4 acres, but someone around us is burning something.
Please go through our lawyers. Right now, I have to be singularly focused on taking care of the boys during this difficult time. So I wrote back, okay, we have no desire to speak with you about the case. I guess Dad and I are just shocked that you didn't think of coming to see us or even calling us. We are your parents. We are and have always been there for you and the boys. None of what we wrote matters about the case. That's over. I just want you to know how many times Charlie is asking about you. Not only do you not ask about us, but not one question about Charlie, right?
Okay. In any circumstance, I think it was Shakespeare. Like, doth protest too much of, meaning when Donna is like, it's not about the case. It's not about the case. The case is over. It means it's about the case. Donna, okay, stop. Donna thinks she's smarter than everyone. And she's completely idiotic, in my opinion.
We need to give you some information shortly, and we need some business assistance. Please let us know if you can be of any help. I have a space here. I want to give her codes. We're going to be gone. I want her to have all this information. I have the cemetery property. I want her to see all that. I want her to have all these papers and the wills. I want her to see all this. So please let us know if you can be of any help. The other thing is that
Thank you. Thank you so much, Patricia Burns. Our English poet, Patricia Burns, knows a lot about this case. She's also from the UK and is a poet. So thank you. Yes, the lady doth protest too much. AKA Donna in this jail call.
visa, which she would know about the visa. No, I said we need some business assistance. Please let us know. If not, we'll try to find someone who can help us. This needs an immediate reply so I can start asking other people to help. And then she always gets nervous if we want to talk to her. So I wrote, don't get nervous. Again, nothing, in capital letters, nothing about the case. Just would like to show you some business stuff and personal things. If you can't do it, we must find someone who can. I hope you understand that it has nothing to do with the case. There is no more case. And then I wrote, by the way, you said you have to focus on the boys. Have you told them? So when I got George before, I said to him, because I was over there last night, I said, well, I asked Wendy, but I haven't got any word from her. So did she tell the boys? And he said, she did. Now, I know Ben was very close. He was writing to Charlie all the time. So I said, how are they? And Ben was very quiet. He didn't really talk much. He says, Lincoln kind of faced it and said, so he's never coming home. And he's never coming back. And so he said it took him 10 minutes and he was into basketball. I said, fine. He's a child. That's okay. I don't want to see them miserable and upset. That's not my goal. I just want to know how are they. So that's what I said earlier to George, because it was technical stuff that I couldn't do on the computer. I think just because we were out of it. So, and he's a computer tech person. So I said, can you help me with some computer stuff that I can't get done? And he was on some business calls, and so that he texted me just before I can be there, maybe 5:30. Would that be good? I said yes, but if I can get stuff done, then it's no.
I told Rick we have to pay for the passport.
We have the photos.
So
We have to get them downloaded. And the other thing I don't understand that my daughter could help me with, but we've been looking it up over and over because things change if there is extradition from Vietnam. Because we've looked at all the places. I mean, I could go to Korea and China, but there's no extradition. But we're looking for places where there's no extradition.
in 15 minutes.
Who? Really? Good. Maybe she knows about. Maybe she can look up the extradition issue before we waste our time.
She's going to tell on you that my parents are in the country. My lawyer told us to do that. Okay. it, but if you mention it to Wendy, is Wendy going to tell somebody?
Well, you tell her beforehand, I need to tell you something as an attorney who doesn't talk and has nothing to do with the case. It just has to do with Mom and I.
Okay, remember, this is Susan Brockman and Richard Chagrin. This is Rick and Susan in the background of this hot mic call. Okay, Charlie has been cut off. This is Donna running her mouth, and she had not hung up the phone.
And some decisions that we have to make. Yeah, I know you want to bring her up and show her where everything is. Because if the plane crash, no one's going to know where anything is or who belongs to what. So I would like her to come up here so she could see it. I don't think that's asking too much. She can live 3 hours.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm neglecting the chat in a lot of ways. Kristen, hey, Jill. Good to see you, hon. New York Patriot Lady, Blue River, John Smith, if I did not mention you earlier, Rosie, of course, sweet Rosie, Patricia Burns in the UK, who is always awesome, Tally Gal. Tally Gal is a Tallahassean, okay? She is in tune with what's happening. Coercive control is a crime. Michelle DeMatteis. Jenny. The Sky Troopers. Okay, if I'm missing anyone, please forgive me. I want to get through. I want to get through these. This last couple of minutes of the dropped hot mic call.
That was the way. Every time she says, can you do this? Can you come here? Can you do this? Everything. How many times do we have plans that I really can't and have to cancel? Wendy needs us for this. Wendy needs us to babysit. So we've been really good nannies, and I guess our job is up. Because now the boys are older, they can go out with friends, they can do things on their own. So she doesn't need grandma and grandpa. Okay, pretty hurtful. I have one son that I don't speak with. I have one son who's close to being dead. And my daughter, whom I love, is doing this. I don't get it. I don't get it. I said to Harvey, I swear to God, our family was cursed. Absolutely cursed. And I don't know how to take care of it anymore. So.
Hang on. When she says, I have one son who is almost dead, is she talking about Charlie? Like, that's who she's talking about.
It was trying to be desperate. Rick is better for you to sit at a table than a chair. I know, just click it off. Because the numbers and the emails up under our faces. So I have to at night shut off the sound because it doesn't stop. I'll show you what we did. A hotel because you need an address to put on the visa. Mm-hmm. Nobody knows where we are. Like, just some address on the visa. Mm-hmm. Look up. Hotel. Whatever it
under my position. That one anything I just want a place. When did it tell you what the price is, or do I have to go on to school?
I don't know. I don't know why. Don't know why they are saying that Charlie is almost dead. I mean, I kind of have an idea why, but okay, I'm gonna let this video continue, and then I'm not gonna speak anymore. I will play my song, who is not about anybody in particular in regards to this case whatsoever, at the end, and then in my live stream. You all keep chatting like fire authorities are showing up outside, so I want to go talk to them. Okay, thank you all for being here. I appreciate everyone. I adore you. I will see you later. Thank you so much. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, someone started burning yard trash. I don't even know what they're burning. I can smell. It's not a barbecue. It's trash burning. We are under a very strict do not burn law. Okay, I'm not one to rat on folks, but I'm very, I am a conservationist in a lot of ways. And yeah, a yard fire can get out of control in dry climate and windy conditions. So, I mean, I'm not playing with them. Okay. Thank you all for being here. I adore you. If I missed you in chat and did not say hello, I want to say I'm so sorry, but I appreciate you all for being here. Let's finish this video. We'll listen to my song, who is not about any particular person in society, and I'll end it. Thank you. Thank you all.
Which one is this? It's called a condensed. Like this, Thomas.
Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and turn notifications on so you don't miss the next one.
Well,
out the salon with a brand new name. Different signature, different shade of blue. Whispers all around said, we all know it's you. Chameleon smile with an innocent glow. The facade behind the door swung open slow. She never heard the word no for long. Deceit and spite kept carrying on. Mama made the phone calls, brother tried to keep it clean, polished every headline till it barely could be seen. Silk gloves hiding fingerprints nobody could ignore. Truth kept knocking behind the locked door. New hair, new name, same old game, changing every picture but the story stays the same. Diamonds in the daylight, secrets after dark, trying to outrun the echo of a single spark. She's living like a queen, soon to be on the lam. She can't pretend all she wants, but she don't give a damn. You can paint the skyline, rewrite every frame, but you can't fool forever with new hair, new name. She could fool the room with a sideways glance, turn a business meeting into a slow dance. Every favor will come with a price. The ones who protected her, they rolled the dice. One by one they have fallen, locked up in a cell. Who will come to save her? Will they ever tell? Shaking her hair, changing her name. She cannot outrun justice, she's part of the chain. Gold in her ears, pearls on her neck, but deep down she's a wreck. Everything she wanted did not come for free. She ruined so many lives, even her own family. Justice walks slowly, gossip runs fast. Some stories fade, but some outlast. Mirrors don't forget what's behind the disguise, even if color contacts tell beautiful lies. Oh, new hair, new name, same old shame, running from the smoke, but remembering the blame. Fundraisers and parties can't erase the night. Truth keeps shining through, even in the dimmest light. Fortunes may protect you for a little while. She may be dressed up in a perfect smile. Curtains always fall at the end of every play. You can change your look, but the truth won't fade away. She changed her face, the world came to see. But she never could change his memory.